Today we're at the beautiful Cheeca Lodge and Spa in Islamorada located in the Florida Keys. I have been wanting to stay here for such a long time, and I don't know what's taken us so long to finally stay here, but we will definitely be back. Today I'm going to be giving you a tour of the amazing amenities of the whole entire resort. It's huge. It's also right on the water, super convenient location. The rooms are spacious, they are really nice. I love the rooms, the beds are comfortable, and this is one of the first resorts that actually gives you enough pillows. I will give you a room tour. We're in actually a pretty standard room. You may have seen the iconic pictures of the rooms that have the spacious balconies with the soaking tubs right on the balconies overlooking the water. And I cannot wait to splurge on one of those rooms one day, but it is peak tourist season right now, and those rooms were well over $1,000 a night, and I just couldn't justify that. So we will be back to book one of those rooms, but for now, I'm gonna show you our fairly standard room, but still very nice, as well as the amazing facilities and all there is to do here at the Cheeca Lodge. We arrived at the Cheeca Lodge later in the evening. It was around 9:30 p.m., so the lighting in these first shots just isn't the best, but I always like for you to see it when it's untouched before it's been lived in. The Cheeca Lodge has a few different room options. This was a resort bungalow, which is one of the more inexpensive options, but there are several different choices that you can make, all the way up to a 2-bedroom casita. They even have some dog-friendly room options as well. If you're not familiar with Islamorada, then let me be the first to tell you that most restaurants tend to close around 10 p.m. Since we arrived around 9:30, we really didn't have time to get anywhere, and while the restaurants on site at the Cheeca Lodge stay open until 11, we were in our travel clothes. Now, there's not necessarily a dress code at the Cheeca Lodge, but we definitely would have been uncomfortable because of how undressed we were to eat at any of the on-site restaurants. So we decided to order room service, and it was seriously so good. These Brussels sprouts and dessert were some of the best I've ever had. We went to bed shortly after eating, then the next morning we woke up to an island storm, which is my favorite. I will let you listen to how relaxing it was. As I mentioned earlier, Cheeca Lodge has a very convenient location. Right across the street from Cheeca Lodge is Village Square at the Trading Post, so that's just like a cute little area with a bunch of different shops in it. There is a grocery store there, but also there's a coffee shop, a botanic store, a burrito restaurant, and a clothing boutique. So once the rain let up, I headed over there to get coffee. Now, the walk truly is just across the street, and that makes it an easy walk distance-wise, but that street is US 1, which is absolutely packed on the weekends. That can make it kind of tough to cross when you're walking. I was able to cross, but if it makes you uncomfortable, Cheeca Lodge does have a shuttle that will take you anywhere within a 2-mile radius. Those clips just showed how busy US 1 was when I crossed, and honestly it wasn't too bad at the time compared to how busy it can get. So I timed my walk back to Cheeca Lodge, and it took 7 minutes, but that's also going to depend on where your room is located. I did not include the time that I spent waiting to cross the street, and you can see ahead in this video how busy the road is. I am walking from Village Square back towards Cheeca Lodge in this video, and I thought I would show you what that walk looked like, but I will speed it up of course, and I hope that you enjoy the beautiful grounds as much as I did.
I don't know if you know yet. I realize
I had to dodge quite a few puddles on that walk back to the room, but otherwise I hope that this walk captured how well kept the grounds are. The entire place was such a warm welcome when we arrived to check in because of how nicely manicured everything is and well taken care of. So now I'm going to give you a room tour since I have better lighting to show you around the room. We do have better light now. The bed just isn't as pretty because, you know, it's been slept in and all of that, but you get it. It is so beautiful. There's a lot of natural light, and this balcony here, I'll show you, is very large. We've moved around the chairs because that rocking chair is so comfortable, but there's 3 chairs out here. We do even have a little peekaboo water view. You can see it right there. And that's like the pier that you can see. So one thing that I did not get to show you yesterday because the lighting wouldn't allow it to be, you know, to show it for how cool it is anyway, is how open it is. These vaulted ceilings make it feel so much more open, and then like the shiplap type of style is just so beachy. So yeah, these are really comfortable rooms. We have slept on the beds now. They are really comfortable, and they give you, like I said, plenty of pillows. Typically we wish they gave us more. So hopefully this is more helpful seeing it in the daytime. I'm not gonna show you the rest of the room in the daytime because our stuff is all over. It's not as pretty. So anyways, there is the room with better lighting. Another great feature is that they have a golf cart which will take you anywhere in a radius of 2 miles. So we are getting ready to grab our ride in the golf cart, and we're gonna go, it's literally just across the street to Morada Bay, but we are taking the golf cart instead of walking because of the traffic, not because we're lazy. In fact, I would love a walk. We'll probably walk around the grounds, but it's very difficult to cross the street as you saw this morning, and the traffic is crazier now than it was this morning. So our ride is here and we're getting ready to go in. Tell him to hurry up. I'll also clarify quickly that around the grounds you'll be in a golf cart, but if you do leave the grounds you will be in a van. So you're not leaving and going 2 miles away on a golf cart. We came back to the resort to do some exploring. Again, look at how beautiful this resort is. That was just walking to the beach, and then this is the beautiful beach area. Cheeca Lodge has 2 pools, and the pool does close at dusk. So while it's beautiful at nighttime, you're not going to be able to swim in the pools after dark. This is the larger of the 2 pools, and there's a tiki bar in this area that serves cocktails and food. The tiki bar is open from 11 a.m. until dusk. The other pool also has a tiki bar nearby. This is the other pool. You can tell it's a little bit smaller, but not by much. I've stayed in resorts whose only pool is smaller than the small pool here, so the pool situation here is really good. This pool also has a tiki bar nearby. Here it is. You can see the proximity here. The tiki bar at the smaller pool technically isn't in the pool area, but it's still very close and also serves cocktails and food. These are the oceanfront rooms where those tubs on the balcony are located that I was talking about earlier. The soaking tubs are in the areas where you see those curtains. So really private and relaxing with beautiful water views. In a minute, I'm going to talk about some of the water rentals you can have while at Cheeca Lodge, and here are the bikes that you can rent as well. Something that's probably really important to you when thinking about booking a resort in the Florida Keys is the beach. So that is what you have behind me. It's gorgeous. There's plenty of comfortable chairs to spread out on. The palm trees make it so tropical. But I do want to mention one thing, and I've talked about this in several of my prior Florida Keys videos, and that is the seagrass. So Florida Keys does have a lot of seagrass, and that's no exception here in Islamorada. So you can see behind me over here, this is probably about as bad as I've seen it. So of course it washes up, and then as it sits in the Florida sun, it gets hot and it can be stinky. I don't think it's stinky here, but a lot of people do come to the Keys and they expect these pristine, really long, really sandy beaches, and that's not what you're going to find here. But this is as beautiful as it gets. You can get in the water. It's not always seagrassy. It just kind of depends on the day, the tide, so on and so forth. Again, it doesn't bother us. I'm not saying that to be negative. I just want you to have a good, realistic idea of what to expect if you come. So this is the beach area. It's fairly large, a lot of room to spread out. And even though there's a lot of hotels rooms here, or resort rooms, this doesn't get too crowded, or at least it didn't today. There was always a place to sit. Oh, there's a golf cart. Got interrupted by a golf cart. The staff here is so friendly. So anyways, I was saying that there was a spot to sit out pretty much all day today, which is pretty impressive. A lot of times at these resorts they get overcrowded, so I'm not sure if that was a fluke or not, but plenty of space to grab a chair if that's something that you want. Okay, so I think that's everything with the beach. Oh, I just wanted to mention they have these yellow circles that you see in the water. You can lay in them. We didn't get in the water today. We've been really busy, but we had those same exact things when we were in Jamaica. They're so comfy and so much fun. And then there's also like a mat that you can like jump on, play on, whatever. So there's a few activities in the water. And then behind me over here are the real activities. This is where you can rent paddle boards, jet skis. They even have this like elliptical type stand-up paddle board that was really cool. They have stand-up paddle boards, so that is where you can do all of that over there. Here's the stand-up paddleboard with the bike on it. It was a bike, not an elliptical, but this woman was having a blast on this thing, as you should be on vacation. And here is a close-up view of the seagrass. Now keep in mind that was low tide, so it's not always going to look quite like that. Now for restaurants. This is Mia Cucina, which serves Italian food. Atlantic's Edge here is a seafood restaurant with indoor or outdoor seating, and it's waterfront, as you can see. Finally, we have the sushi restaurant, Nikai. This is the only place we actually ate at since we were only there for 2 nights, and you already saw we got room service the first night, but this was the best sushi we have ever had, and their views are great too. Reservations are recommended for all 3 of these restaurants. There's also a tiki bar that serves the same food basically as the room service menu, so there's plenty of eating options here at the Cheeca Lodge. I hope this was a helpful tour and guide if you're considering the Cheeca Lodge in Islamorada. I believe that the only things we didn't get to in this video was the on-site golf course, but that's actually currently closed until fall of 2022. The other thing that we didn't have a chance to check out was the spa, which is definitely something we'd love to make time for in the future. After this stay, we extended our weekend in Islamorada by 1 night and we stayed at the Islander Resort. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'll be doing a tour of the Islander Resort in our next video. Thank you so much for being here and we will see you next time. I have talked about how the Florida Keys